Hello there, and welcome to the SleepAid channel. Tonight, we're going to drift together through something ancient and invisible, the quiet forces that hold everything in existence. Before your eyes grow heavy, let's take a slow walk through the hidden laws that make reality possible. Imagine you're lying beneath a dark sky, far from the noise of the world. The stars above seem frozen, yet every one of them is moving, drawn gently, patiently, by gravity's unseen hand. That same hand holds you here, presses softly on your body, keeps oceans from rising into the sky. But gravity is not just a force. It's a conversation between everything that has mass, a universal language spoken in silence. You can't see it, but you can feel its presence in the weight of your breath, the steadiness of your heartbeat. Every planet, every grain of dust, every drifting leaf is part of that dialogue. When you lift your hand, you're momentarily defying the pull of an entire planet. That's how subtle gravity truly is, so weak you can overcome it, yet so constant that it sculpts galaxies out of chaos. Einstein once said, gravity isn't a pull at all. It's the shape of space itself, bent and curved by matter. Everything, from a falling apple to the orbit of the moon, is simply following those curves. The universe isn't a machine made of gears and levers. It's a vast fabric that flexes and breathes, cradling the stars like ripples in a slow, endless sea. Think of time as part of that sea too, flowing differently wherever gravity is stronger. Up on the mountains, clocks tick a little faster than down in the valleys. Even within your own body, your head ages just a tiny bit quicker than your feet. It's such a small difference that you'll never feel it, but it's real. Time itself bows to gravity's patience, and yet, for all its weakness, gravity never stops. It can't be blocked. It can't be cancelled. From your heartbeat to the edge of the cosmos, every atom you've ever known is woven into its invisible threads. Tonight, as you breathe slowly, imagine those threads stretching outward, connecting you to the stars, to distant galaxies, to everything that ever was or will be. Gravity doesn't just hold you to the Earth, it holds you to the story of the universe. If your eyes begin to close, that's perfectly fine. Just let them. Let the world around you settle. The same calm force that steadies the planets is cradling you too. Close your eyes and imagine you're floating high above the Earth. Beneath you, blue oceans swirl, and white clouds drift like soft breath on a mirror. From this quiet distance, gravity feels like the planet's embrace, tender, invisible, constant. It's easy to think of gravity as powerful because it keeps oceans in their basins and holds the moon in orbit. But the truth is more delicate. Gravity is astonishingly weak. If you could compare it to the other forces of nature, you'd find that the electrical energy in your own muscles, the spark that lets you raise your arm, is trillions upon trillions of times stronger. And yet, gravity rules the universe on grand scales because it never cancels out. Every bit of matter, every atom, adds its tiny tug to the rest. Together, those whispers of attraction weave the web of the cosmos. Out in deep space, this web stretches endlessly. Stars cluster together, galaxies spin, and entire clusters of galaxies drift closer, drawn by one another's faint pull. Over billions of years, these soft threads have gathered dust into stars, stars into systems, and systems into the grand architecture of the universe. If you could stand outside the Milky Way and watch it turn, you would see hundreds of billions of suns swirling around a calm, unseen center. That center is held together by gravity's patient hand, the quiet sculptor shaping everything from lightless dust to radiant stars. Around the galaxy lies something stranger still, a vast halo of dark matter, invisible, silent, and cold. It deepens the gravitational field, helping to bind the Milky Way together. You cannot see it, but you can feel its work in the way galaxies dance, in the way light bends, and in the steady rhythm of cosmic motion. Even neighboring galaxies, great islands of light adrift in the cosmic ocean, are slowly, silently drawing closer. The Andromeda galaxy, now 2 million light-years away, is moving toward us, pulled by gravity's invisible threads. In another 4 billion years, they will merge in a slow, graceful collision. Not a violent crash, but a long, starry waltz, two galaxies weaving into one. That is the secret of gravity. It builds not through force, but through persistence. It never shouts, never hurries. It simply waits, accumulating its influence one atom at a time until, across eons, it shapes the grandest forms imaginable. So, as you rest now, think of this. The same force that holds entire galaxies together is at work within you, anchoring your body gently to the Earth, keeping you in the rhythm of the planets turning. Gravity is the universe's lullaby, a reminder that even the softest whisper can hold infinite strength. And as the world outside grows still, feel that strength not as a weight, but as comfort, a steady hand holding you where you belong. Let's drift further now beyond the Earth, past the familiar pull of our sun, into the deep night between the galaxies. Out here, gravity weaves the grandest tapestry ever made. It's called the cosmic web, a silent lattice of matter stretching across billions of light years, connecting everything that has ever existed. Imagine this web as a vast ocean frozen in motion. Along its invisible strands, galaxies cluster like beads of light, bound together by gravity's patient threads. Between them lie great voids, regions so empty that a single atom might drift for miles without meeting another. And yet, even there, gravity never lets go. Its reach is infinite, its patience endless. Over cosmic time, small galaxies drift together, merging in slow-motion ballets that take billions of years. From these dances, new stars are born, their light spilling into the darkness like ripples in a tranquil pond. Clusters grow, filaments stretch, and the entire universe becomes a living map of gravity's long conversation with time. If you could see it, really see it, the universe wouldn't look empty at all. It would shimmer with structure, strands of glowing matter threading through space like golden silk, each one glowing faintly where gravity has drawn galaxies close. Between those glowing rivers lie dark hollows, quiet and still, where gravity is weakest and silence reigns. In those vast spaces, light travels for billions of years before touching anything again. And yet, even that light, racing faster than anything else, still bows to gravity's will. As it passes near massive clusters, its path curves gently, creating illusions of arcs, halos, and rings. This bending of light is called gravitational lensing, and it is one of nature's most beautiful tricks. Through it, we can peer beyond what we could ever otherwise see, glimpsing galaxies born when the cosmos was young. Every thread of the cosmic web hums with history. Within those glowing filaments are the remnants of ancient stars, the seeds of future worlds, and the quiet record of the universe becoming itself. You, too, are part of this network. Every atom in your body once drifted through those threads, long before the Earth was born. The iron in your blood, the calcium in your bones, the carbon in your skin, all of it forged in stars bound together by this same invisible web. So tonight, as you listen to the rhythm of your breath, imagine that with each inhale, you are breathing the universe back in the stardust, the silence, the gravity that connects every living thing. You are not separate from the cosmos. You are one of its luminous nodes, a bright, conscious spark in its endless web of connection. Let the thought settle gently. You belong to the universe, and the universe belongs to you. Now, let's float a little deeper into the universe's quiet geometry. Imagine a single beam of starlight, thin, unwavering, traveling through the black sea of space. It moves straight, swift, and silent. But then, it encounters gravity not as a wall or a forceful pull, but as a curve, a softness in space itself. The light does not fight it. It simply follows the path laid before it, bending gently along the warped fabric of reality. This is the poetry of gravitational lensing, when light takes the scenic route around massive objects like galaxies or clusters of galaxies. The result is nothing short of magic. Perfect rings, faint arcs, and ghostly reflections of ancient worlds that existed billions of years ago. Through these cosmic lenses, astronomers peer back in time, watching the universe as it once was, young, hot, and full of promise. Imagine a galaxy cluster, immense beyond comprehension. Its gravity bends space around it, creating a natural telescope billions of light years wide. Behind it, distant galaxies too faint to see otherwise have their light curved and magnified, appearing as luminous arcs across the cosmic canvas. Some beams of light even loop around the cluster multiple times, reaching us from different directions, arriving as echoes of themselves. It's as though the universe built its own eyes, allowing us to look deeper into its heart. Each bent beam is a memory light that began its journey before Earth even existed, only to arrive here now, whispering secrets from the dawn of time. When you look at an image from the Hubble or James Webb telescope and see those curved arcs of light, you're not just looking at space, you're looking at time made visible. The bending of light is the bending of history itself. Even here, gravity shows its dual nature, gentle, yet powerful. It doesn't destroy light, it guides it. It reshapes its path with elegance, not violence. It reminds us that influence need not be harsh to be profound. So as you rest tonight, picture that beam of light curving softly around a distant galaxy. It never hurries, never stops, never resists. It flows like a thought drifting through the mind of the cosmos. You, too, are such a beam, traveling, bending, becoming, always part of a grand design far greater than yourself. Let the image linger, the universe, vast and silent, folding its light into loops of wonder. Even light, the fastest thing there is, must bow to the gentle touch of gravity. And just as it travels its curved path without fear or effort, so can you. Flow where the universe bends, follow the shape of your own existence, and let the great quiet hold you. Now, let's listen not with your ears, but with your imagination. Out there in the deep cosmic dark, it's not a sound you can hear, but a rhythm that ripples through the very fabric of space and time. These ripples are called gravitational waves, soft vibrations that stretch and squeeze reality itself. Imagine space as a vast ocean. When something enormous moves like two black holes spiraling together, it sends out waves that roll through this ocean, reaching everywhere, even here, even now. You don't feel them, but they pass through you constantly, changing the distance between your atoms by less than the width of a proton. The effect is so faint, back in 2015, scientists at the Laser Interferometer Gravitational Wave Observatory LIGO heard the universe ring for the first time. A tiny chirp, lasting less than a second, carried across 1 billion light-years. It came from two black holes that had been dancing for eons, slowly spiraling inward until, in their final moment, they merged into one. The power released in that instant was greater than all the light of every star in the universe. Think of that. Two invisible giants colliding in absolute darkness, their union rippling across eternity, only to brush gently against our detectors. Our planet, our bodies without so much as stirring the air. Space and time themselves trembled. These waves tell us something profound. They remind us that even in emptiness, nothing is truly still. The cosmos breathes, it vibrates. It sings its history across billions of years, one faint echo at a time. If we could hear gravity, it would sound like an ancient choir, long notes of merging black holes, staccato rhythms of neutron stars colliding, and the deep, slow pulse of the expanding universe. The song never ends. It's always been there, filling existence with invisible motion. So, as you drift closer to sleep, imagine those ripples washing gently through you, stretching the space around you ever so slightly. You are not apart from this cosmic music. You are inside it, part of it, moving in time with it. Let your breath become the tide. Let your heartbeat sync with the hum of distant galaxies. The universe is ringing, softly, endlessly. Imagine drifting above the blue curve of Earth, where sunlight turns from gold to silver and shadows melt into space. Out here, astronauts float effortlessly, bodies, droplets of water, and even their tools gliding in graceful slow motion. To the eye, it seems as though gravity has vanished. But that's the beautiful illusion of free fall. Gravity hasn't gone anywhere. In fact, up there, it's almost as strong as it is where you sit now. The difference is that everything, the spacecraft, the people, the coffee floating from its cup is falling together. The International Space Station moves forward at nearly 8 kilometers per second. And as it falls toward Earth, the ground curves away beneath it at the exact same rate. It's a perfect, perpetual descent, a fall that never ends. To fall forever sounds frightening on Earth, but in space it becomes something tranquil, almost meditative. It's balance in motion. Gravity pulling inward, velocity gliding forward. Both forces holding each other in a perfect embrace. Inside the station, every movement feels slow and fluid. A single push sends an astronaut drifting gently across the cabin. Tiny bubbles of water hover like planets in miniature, merging and parting in silence. Even sound behaves differently, softened by the air and the vast stillness beyond the walls. It's as though time itself relaxes. This is what orbit truly is, not flying, not hovering, but falling gracefully around the world. The same law that pulls an apple to the ground allows a spacecraft to circle Earth for years without ever landing. It's gravity's gentlest trick, turning, falling into flight. You can think of it as a dance between Earth and her companions, the Moon, the satellites, the station, all endlessly circling, each one balancing the pull of gravity with the quiet momentum of motion. Together they create a harmony of movement that has played since the dawn of the solar system. And in that harmony, there is peace, because gravity never lets go. It only changes form from weight to motion, from pressure to flow. So, as you rest, feel the faint echo of that same balance inside you. The steady rhythm of your breathing, the quiet pull of the ground beneath you, the stillness of being held perfectly where you belong. You, too, are part of this slow cosmic fall, not downward, but around, within, and through the living universe. You are always in motion, and yet, right now, you are perfectly still. Now, imagine time not as a straight river, but as a gentle current that bends and deepens wherever gravity grows strong. Every heartbeat, every thought, every sunrise flows along this invisible stream, and yet, it does not flow the same everywhere. Einstein discovered something quietly astonishing. Gravity doesn't just bend space, it bends time itself. Where gravity is stronger, time slows. Where gravity is weaker, time runs faster. It's not imagination, it's measurable, real, and happening around you right now. Picture two clocks. One on a mountain peak, another deep in a valley. They tick in perfect rhythm when they start, but after a while, the mountain clock runs ever so slightly ahead. Why? Because it lives where Earth's pull is gentler, higher up, farther from the planet's center. Time there moves a little more freely, as if gravity's hand has loosened its grip. Down below, in the valley, time flows just a touch slower, held by the Earth's embrace. Even your own body feels this difference. Your head, being farther from the center of the planet than your feet, ages a few nanoseconds faster each year. You will never notice it, but the math doesn't lie. Every moment, every atom experiences time in its own way. Now imagine taking that idea to the extreme, near a black hole. There, the pull of gravity becomes so intense that time nearly stops. A second near the event horizon could be an eternity to someone far away. A person watching from a safe distance would see you frozen at the edge of darkness, moving slower and slower. And yet, for you, time would continue normally, steady and calm, until you slipped beyond where light itself can no longer escape. This isn't fantasy, it's physics. Time, the very thing we trust most, bends to gravity's will. Every tick of every clock, every flicker of light, every breath you take, all are tuned to the local rhythm of curved space-time. There is no universal clock, no master metronome. The universe keeps time differently in every place, for every being. So, as you lie here, let that thought cradle you. Time is flowing softly around you, unique to where you are, shaped by the earth beneath you and the stars above. Your life is written not in a straight line, but in a graceful curve, a personal river of moments. You are both the traveler and the current, and somewhere out there, among the galaxies, time itself continues to stretch, fold, and shimmer. Patient. Now let's turn our gaze homeward again. Toward Earth, this living, moving world that carries us gently through space. To us, it feels solid and still. The ground beneath your feet seems constant, steady, unmoving. Yet deep below, the planet is alive, shifting, flowing, and changing in ways you can't feel, but gravity can. We often think of gravity as steady, but in truth, it breathes with the planet. It grows ever so slightly stronger and weaker as Earth's mass moves, as oceans rise and fall with the tides, as glaciers melt and rivers swell, as magma flows silently beneath the crust. These movements, though invisible to us, alter Earth's gravitational field in delicate rhythms that echo across continents. Satellites high above us, with instruments precise enough to sense changes smaller than a millionth of a gur, can actually feel the planet's breath. They detect how the poles lighten as ice melts into the sea, how rainwater collects in one place and vanishes in another, and how mountains, vast and ancient, tug on them ever so slightly more than open ocean does. Scientists use these subtle shifts to map what we call the geoid, Earth's true gravitational shape. It's not a perfect sphere, but a soft, uneven globe that rises and dips like a slowly breathing creature. Where the crust is dense and heavy, gravity tugs a little stronger. Where the oceans lie deep or the rock is hollow, the pull grows faint. You'll never feel these changes. They are too small, too patient, but they are happening beneath you right now. The ground you stand on is part of a living cycle of balance and renewal. Mountains erode and seas gather their dust. Ice melts into water, then drifts into clouds, returning to land again as rain. Through all this, gravity listens, adjusts, and holds everything together in quiet equilibrium. So, the next time you take a breath, imagine the planet breathing with you. Its tides rise as your lungs fill. Crust shifts as your chest falls. Even gravity, that silent sculptor, moves in rhythm with Earth's pulse. There's comfort in knowing that the world is not static. It is alive, responsive, and gentle in its constant motion. As you rest, feel that connection. The bed beneath you, the floor, the soil, the stone, all of it anchored by the same force that shapes continents and guides oceans. You are part of the planet's breath, part of its rhythm, part of its quiet conversation with the universe. The ground beneath you is not holding you still, it is holding you close. Now, let's look closer, not at the stars. Right now, you're lying still, you're breathing soft, your heartbeat steady. It's easy to feel small under the weight of the universe. Yet physics tells a gentler truth. You are not just in the universe, you shape it. Every atom in your body, every molecule of air you exhale, every cell, every heartbeat bends space-time around it. It's such a tiny curve that no instrument could ever detect it, yet it's real. You, just by existing, cause the universe to warp slightly around you. The space beneath you dips. The seconds above you stretch. Your presence leaves a quiet signature written into the geometry of reality itself. Imagine space-time as a vast, soft fabric, infinite and smooth. When planets or stars rest upon it, they form deep wells, shaping the motion of everything nearby. But even the lightest touch makes an impression. You are one of those impressions, Gravity doesn't care about size or grandeur, it listens equally to all mass. That means you are part of the same cosmic conversation as black holes and galaxies. The same law that keeps the moon in orbit also whispers around your form. When you move, even a little, the curvature moves with you, a subtle ripple flowing outward, forever part of the great, invisible dance. You are not apart from the stars. You are woven into the same structure. The atoms in your bones came from ancient suns that lived, burned, and died long before Earth formed. Each one carries the memory of that cosmic fire. Each one still obeys the same gravitational rhythm, the same laws that shaped the first galaxies. So when you stand, walk, or breathe, you're not defying gravity. You're participating in it. An expression of the universe. The very curve of space-time adjusts to you, welcomes you, and holds you in place. Let that thought sink in softly. You are not small. You are a field of gravity, a pattern of energy, a gentle bend in the vast fabric of existence. You are proof that the cosmos is alive and conscious through you. Tonight, as you drift toward rest, imagine the stars far above, each one curving space-time in its own graceful way. Between them, invisible threads connect all things, planets, moons, and you. Follow one of those threads back to yourself. Feel how it ends here, in your heartbeat, your warmth, your quiet existence. The universe is not something outside you to be explored. It is something you are constantly shaping with your weight, your energy, your being. You curve the cosmos, and the cosmos curves around you, in perfect harmony. Take a slow, deep breath. We've wandered through the quiet world of gravity, the sculptor of stars and keeper of orbits. But gravity is only one voice in the universe's quartet. Another, quicker, more vibrant force hums all around you. The one that gives light its motion. The one that fills your room right now with warmth, color. This is electromagnetism, the great unifier of electricity, magnetism, and light. At first, they might seem like separate wonders, the shock of static on your skin, the invisible pull of a magnet, the gentle glow of the morning Sunday. But in truth, they are one and the same threads of a single field that dances endlessly across the cosmos. Over a century ago, a quiet Scottish physicist named James Clerk Maxwell found the melody behind that dance. His equations showed that electric fields and magnetic fields aren't opposites, they are partners. When one moves, it creates the other. When one changes, it sings the other into being. Together, they ripple through space as light itself. Every beam of light that's ever touched you, the first sunrise you remember, the glow of a candle in darkness, the shimmer of stars is an electromagnetic wave. Its electric and magnetic parts twist together like two dancers, inseparable, gliding through the vacuum at the same perfect speed, 299,792 kilometers per second, and it never tires. From the spark of a lightning bolt to the pulse of a Wi-Fi signal, from the fiery heart of the sun to the screen now glowing before you all are simply vibrations in the same invisible field that fills everything. Electromagnetism shapes the world you can see and the one you can't. It holds electrons close to their atoms, ties atoms into molecules, and paints the colors you love. Every shade, every reflection, every gleam of light in a drop of water, all are the language of electromagnetic energy. Imagine it now. A single, endless sea of energy, flowing through and around you, humming softly in every direction. You are not separate from this sea. The atoms in your body respond to it, speak its language, feel its rhythm. Your eyes are tuned to a tiny portion of it, the visible spectrum, but beyond that, the field continues infinitely. Radio waves stretching across continents, microwaves warming your food, infrared heat touching your skin, ultraviolet light shimmering beyond your sight. It's all the same music, played at different tempos. And as you lie here, that music is everywhere, in the hum of distant stars, in the pulse of your heartbeat, in the light that softly fills your room. Electromagnetism is the universe's whisper of vitality, faster than gravity, freer than matter, yet gentle enough to illuminate a single dust mote in a beam of sunlight. Close your eyes and picture that light. endless calm, wrapping you in warmth and peace. You are surrounded by the universe's purest energy, invisible, eternal, and kind. Now that you've met the force of light itself, let's listen to its many voices. The soft, shimmering chorus we call the electromagnetic spectrum. It's the most beautiful symphony the universe has ever played. You can't hear it, but it sings through every color, every wavelength, every spark that ever was. Picture it stretching before you like a river of radiance, endless, smooth, and glowing with every hue imaginable. On one side, the waves are long and slow, carrying radio signals that drift lazily across galaxies. These are the deep notes of creation, the bass line of the cosmos, humming through the vastness of space. A little higher, the waves grow faster microwaves, the warmth that glows from every corner of the universe, a faint aftertaste of the Big Bang itself. It's a gentle, invisible heat that still wraps around us. The cosmic background radiation, a leftover whisper from the moment everything began. Then comes infrared, the soft warmth you feel from sunlight or a sleeping cat's fur. It's the glow of comfort, of home, of gentle energy you can sense but not see. Infrared is the language of all that's cozy and alive. And in the middle, your window into this grand spectrum, lies visible light, a tiny sliver, a narrow bridge between red and violet, and yet it's what allows you to see everything you've ever loved. Every sunset, every smile, every glint of dew, all come from this small band of frequencies, tuned perfectly to your eyes. It's as though evolution itself wanted you to see beauty. Beyond that window lies ultraviolet light, more energetic, hidden, and powerful. Bees and butterflies can see it, tracing patterns on flowers invisible to us. Stars shine brightly in it, and it's part of what keeps the air above Earth alive with energy. Then, further still, are the X-rays, sharp, focused waves that can see through flesh to bone, revealing the hidden structures of life. And finally, at the spectrum's farthest edge, come the gamma rays, the fierce, fleeting bursts, born in the hearts of dying stars. These are the universe's highest notes, powerful, rare, and beautiful in their own way. All of it, from the slow hum of radio to the blazing cry of gamma rays, is one continuous song, one field, one rhythm, and you, resting now in your quiet room, are bathed in it. Waves of every length pass through you, constantly radio from distant stations. Cosmic microwaves from the dawn of time, light from the lamp beside your bed. The universe is touching you in 1,000 invisible ways, whispering softly through the spectrum's eternal flow. You are, quite literally, woven from this light. Your body was formed in the glow of ancient stars, and the atoms that make you still dance to the same electromagnetic tune. So breathe gently, and imagine yourself adrift in that glowing current, colors you can't see, sounds you can't hear, but a harmony you can feel. The universe is singing, and tonight, its song is a lullaby, the spectrum's lullaby. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine everything around you, your bed, the air, the stars above, as a dance of invisible forces. The reason matter holds together, why your hand doesn't pass through the blanket, why colors exist at all, comes down to one quiet force: electromagnetism at the smallest scales. Inside every atom, tiny charged particles are locked in a delicate embrace. At the center sits the nucleus, heavy, compact, humming with protons and neutrons. Around it, electrons swirl like planets around a sun, held not by strings or walls, but by pure attraction. The negative charge of the electrons is drawn to the positive pull of the nucleus, creating a perfect, stable orbit of energy and motion. But here's the gentle secret. Those electrons don't really orbit like planets. They exist as clouds of probability, soft, shimmering waves surrounding the nucleus. They hum with electromagnetic energy, each vibration defining who you are and what you see. That hum gives birth to everything you call color. When light hits an object, its electromagnetic waves interact with these electron clouds. Some wavelengths are absorbed, others reflected. The ones that return to your eyes paint the world. The green of leaves, the red of sunsets, the blue of distant hills. Every hue is an electron's song, a vibration chosen from the endless symphony of light. Even the warmth of a gentle touch, the feeling of skin against skin, is not true contact. At the microscopic level, no two atoms ever truly touch. Their electron clouds press against one another, their fields repelling just enough to create the sensation of solidity, the firmness of a table, the comfort of a pillow. All are illusions born from the electromagnetic resistance between particles. You're floating on fields, held gently in place by invisible forces that never stop moving. Without electromagnetism, matter would fall apart. Atoms would drift into emptiness, light would not shine, colors would vanish, and the universe would be silent and gray. So when you open your eyes again, look softly at the world around you. Every reflection, every flicker, every curve of light, and know that you are seeing energy made visible. The glow of a candle, the shine of morning dew, the sparkle of stars across blackness. All are tiny triumphs of electromagnetic harmony, and within you, this same force flows ceaselessly. The neurons that carry your thoughts, the rhythm of your heartbeat, the electric spark of life in every cell, all are part of this same current. You are a living circuit in the cosmic design, illuminated from within by the same energy that lights the Sunday. Let that thought settle quietly in your chest. You are made of light slowed down, held in form by invisible threads. And as you rest, those threads cradle you gently, humming the soft song of existence, the song of the atoms that made you, and the light that makes you see. The air tonight is calm where you are still, safe and quiet. But somewhere, far beyond your walls, the sky trembles with energy. A storm is gathering. Clouds darken and swell, miles above the earth, and within them, an ancient rhythm. Tiny particles of water and ice collide in the swirling air. Each collision transfers a bit of charge. Some clouds become rich in positive energy, others heavy with negative. Slowly, layer by layer, the sky divides itself into zones of opposite force. The air between them strains, charged like a tightened string, humming with invisible tension. Then, in one blinding instant, the balance breaks. A bolt of lightning tears through the sky, tracing the quickest path between those opposites. It travels at 1/3 the speed of light, hotter than the surface of the sun. Yet it lasts barely the blink of an eye. The air around it explodes into plasma, a white-blue vein of electricity stitching heaven and earth together. And as quickly as it came, it's gone, leaving behind a thunderous echo. The voice of expanding air. That rolling sound, the long growl across the horizon, is the storm exhaling. It's the universe releasing the breath it was holding. To us, lightning feels sudden, chaotic, wild. But to the planet, it is harmony, a necessary equalization, the earth balancing its own energy. Each strike restores equilibrium between sky and ground. Each thunderstorm cleanses the air, recycles nitrogen, and nourishes the soil. Even destruction becomes renewal. From above the clouds, astronauts see it differently, not as bolts, but as veins of living light crawling across the night side of Earth. Each flash illuminates the atmosphere like a heartbeat, visible from hundreds of miles away. The planet seems alive, pulsing softly beneath the darkness. Long ago, ancient people thought lightning was a weapon of God's fire hurled from the heavens. Today, we know it as the Earth's own electricity, a natural bridge between sky and soil. And yet, that awe remains. When you watch a storm roll in, when you see those jagged streaks race across the clouds, you are witnessing the raw conversation between electromagnetism and the living world. Even here, in your quiet room, that same energy exists within you. Tiny electric impulses flow through your brain, guiding your thoughts, memories, and dreams. The charge that leaps from cloud to cloud is the same kind that moves between your neurons as you imagine, feel, and breathe. Lightning is not separate from you. It's a reflection the great sky above performing the same miracle that unfolds quietly inside your mind. So tonight, if you hear thunder in the distance, don't think of it as something fierce. Think of it as the heartbeat of a living planet, a reminder that energy flows everywhere, balancing, renewing, and awakening all that exists. Rest now in that rhythm. The world's pulse is steady. The storm is just the earth breathing. The storm has passed. The world is quiet again. Now, let's lift our eyes north or south toward the poles, where the night sky becomes a dream. There, the heavens ripple with color. Soft greens, deep violets, arcs of crimson and blue, flowing like silk in the darkness. These are auroras, the Earth's silent dance with the Sunday. It begins 150 million kilometers away, where the sun releases a steady wind of charged particles. They drift outward through space, invisible yet powerful, carrying fragments of the sun's energy. When those particles reach Earth, most are deflected by our planet's magnetic shield. The magnetosphere, a vast, invisible cocoon that protects us from solar fury. But near the poles, that shield bends inward. Here, magnetic field lines open into space like gateways, guiding some of those solar particles down toward the upper atmosphere. As they fall, they strike atoms of oxygen and nitrogen, transferring energy, and in that exchange, the sky begins to glow. Oxygen shines green and red. Nitrogen breathes blue and purple. Together, they paint the heavens in slow waves of color, light flowing like breath across the horizon. If you stood beneath them, you might hear only the softest rustle, like wind whispering through tall grass. The air is cold, the stars crisp, and above you, ribbons of light twist and shimmer as if alive. Each pulse lasts only seconds before dissolving into new forms, curtains folding and unfolding in a cosmic breeze. What you're seeing is pure electromagnetism at play, the invisible made visible. The same charged particles that power lightning and fill your body's cells are tracing lines of magnetic force hundreds of kilometers above Earth. It is a living portrait of energy, connection, and beauty. From space, astronauts describe auroras as halos encircling the poles, vast rings of emerald and violet stretching for thousands of kilometers. To them, Earth looks like a jewel glowing softly against the dark, wrapped in its own luminous aura. And just beneath that shimmering shield is you asleep, dreaming, alive. Those same magnetic fields that paint the sky also guide the compass in your hand. Protect your atmosphere and guard you from radiation. The light above isn't just decoration, it's proof that the planet is watching over itself. So, when you see a photo of the northern lights, remember, you are seeing Earth's heartbeat translated into color. Every ripple, every flicker, is the soundless applause of atoms meeting the wind of a star. Tonight, close your eyes and imagine standing under that silent sky. The air cold, your breath faint, and above you, the universe performing its slow, graceful ballet. You are part of that dance too, your body made of the same charged particles, your mind lit by the same electric fire that kindles the aurora. Rest within that thought. The stars shine above you. The earth glows beneath you. And between them, you are the bridge of light. Now that we've watched the auroras weave their curtains across the sky, let's follow the invisible lines that guide them, the mysterious threads of magnetism. It's one of nature's gentlest miracles. Unseen, silent, and yet it shapes worlds and galaxies alike. Magnetism begins wherever electric charges move. When electrons spin or flow, they create tiny magnetic fields. And together those fields combine into the forces that guide compasses, form planetary shields, and thread the universe with invisible structure. Here on Earth, that field emerges from deep below your feet, from molten iron swirling thousands of kilometers beneath the crust. As that liquid metal turns and churns, it generates electric currents, and those currents give birth to our planet's magnetic field. It's as if Earth itself were a giant dynamo, spinning quietly in the dark, wrapped in its own protective cocoon. That magnetic field is what allows a simple compass to always point north, a silent connection between your hand and the core of the planet. It's what keeps migratory birds on course as they travel across oceans, and what guides sea turtles back to the very beaches where they were born. Some animals even see the field itself, faint visual cues written into their eyes by evolution, allowing them to navigate by a force we can only imagine. But magnetism doesn't stop at Earth. In the vastness of space, entire galaxies carry colossal magnetic webs stretching between stars. These fields steer cosmic rays, shape the birthplaces of suns, and twist streams of plasma from black holes into spiraling jets that reach for thousands of light years. In the sun, magnetism is both painter and sculptor. It draws loops of plasma taller than Earth itself, ties them into knots, and then releases them as solar flares, sudden eruptions of energy that race across the solar system. The same field that steadies your compass is at work on the grandest scale imaginable, weaving order through chaos. And it lives within you too. Every signal that passes through your nerves, every beat of your heart, every flicker of thought in your mind, all are tiny magnetic events. The electrical currents of life create miniature fields that surround you, faint yet real, connecting your living body to the deep currents of the planet beneath you. So, when you next see a compass needle tremble or a magnet cling to metal, pause for a moment. What you're witnessing isn't just a trick of attraction, it's the echo of a universal principle, the same one that guides stars and galaxies. Magnetism is the universe's quiet order, keeping motion in harmony. It never shouts, never demands attention. It simply aligns, balances, and holds. As you drift towards sleep, imagine those invisible lines flowing gently around you from your heartbeat to the core of the Earth. From the Earth to the stars. You are part of that field, grounded, connected, and infinite. The compass points north, but the magnetic field points home. High above the calm blue of our skies burns the great source of warmth and life, the Sunday. To our eyes, it seems steady and eternal, its golden light the same each day. But beneath that glow lies an ever-shifting rhythm, a slow magnetic pulse that beats across the surface of a star. Every 11 years, the sun's magnetic field flips north, becomes south, and south becomes north. This silent reversal is the heartbeat of our star, a cycle of energy winding and unwinding within its fiery depths. As the magnetic lines twist and tangle, the sun's surface darkens. In places, those are sunspots, cooler regions, where magnetic tension builds like knots in a glowing rope. From those knots, loops of plasma arch into space, enormous, radiant bridges reaching hundreds of thousands of kilometers above the solar surface. You could fit entire planets through them. Yet they rise and fall with the grace of candle flames swaying in slow motion. Sometimes, the tension becomes too great, and the magnetic field snaps. When that happens, energy bursts outward in a brilliant flare, a flash of radiation that races across the solar system. If the eruption is powerful enough, it sends waves of charged particles streaming toward Earth. When they reach us, they stir our magnetic field, paint auroras across polar skies, and ripple through the quiet circuits of our world. To us, this solar heartbeat is invisible, but it touches everything. It shapes the calmness of the space around our planet. It governs the whisper of solar wind that drifts past our atmosphere. And it reminds us that even stars, those symbols of eternity, are living, breathing systems of motion and balance. The sun's magnetism is also what makes life here possible. It creates a constant flow of energy that protects the solar system, pushing away harmful cosmic radiation. It stabilizes the solar wind, allowing Earth's own field to cradle our atmosphere safely. Without that delicate magnetic interplay between star and planet, our skies would be silent, our oceans frozen, our world lifeless. You might think of the sun as blazing chaos, but listen closer, and you'll feel the order within. Beneath its fiery surface, deep in its plasma heart, magnetic lines rise and fall like the slow, steady beat of a drum. Each cycle of that rhythm lasts longer than a human decade, and yet the pattern has pulsed for billions of years. So, as you lie here tonight, imagine the sun as more than light. Picture it as a great living heart, its magnetic pulse reaching out through space, touching every world, every moon, every molecule of air you breathe. You are warmed by its rhythm, guided by its field, sustained by its breath. The same energy that twists in the sun's core flows quietly through your veins, in the soft electrical currents that carry thought and life. The sun's pulse and yours, both electromagnetic songs, both parts of the same cosmic music. And though night has fallen and the sun is hidden now, its light still travels. Its heartbeat still hums. Somewhere, just beyond the horizon, the great star waits for dawn, ready to rise again, to warm you, to begin another gentle cycle of life. Sleep, knowing that its warmth never truly leaves. Even in darkness, you are bathed in its glow. Let's follow the sunlight now. As it becomes motion, as the universe's invisible forces turn energy into work, there is a quiet secret running through nearly everything that moves, hums, or glows around you. A process called electromagnetic induction. It begins with a simple truth. Whenever a magnetic field changes, it stirs electricity into life. Imagine a wire moving through a magnetic field, or a magnet spinning beside a coil. In that moment, invisible lines of force cut across the metal, and electrons begin to flow. Motion becomes current. Magnetism becomes power. This is the principle behind nearly everything that lights the modern world, from the turbine turning deep inside a hydroelectric dam, to the windmill spinning under an open sky, to the humming transformer behind the walls of your home. Every watt of electricity that feeds your lamps, your computer, your phone, all of it is born from this delicate interaction between motion and magnetism. You could think of it as a kind of cosmic barter. The movement of one field creates another. The energy of turning coils becomes the current that flows through our cities, our homes, and our hands. Far out in space, this same process unfolds naturally. Planets spinning through the sun's magnetic field create faint electric currents that dance through their atmospheres. Even Jupiter's moon Io, constantly pulled and twisted by the giant planet's gravity, becomes a massive electrical generator, lighting up the magnetic fields that surround it. Here on Earth, Michael Faraday was the first to see the connection. In a quiet lab nearly 2 centuries ago, he watched a compass needle twitch as he moved a magnet near a coil of wire. From that small flicker, the age of electricity began. No explosion, no thunder, just a whisper of motion creating a river of power. And that whisper never stopped. Every motor that spins, every generator that hums, every microphone that captures your voice, they all rely on the same principle. Even your own heart beats through induction. Every time it contracts, it sends a small electrical pulse through your body, which can be detected tiny magnetic ripples spreading outward, marking the rhythm of your life. The same physics that drives turbines and stars quietly flows through your chest, steady and sure. As you rest tonight, imagine the entire planet humming softly with these loops of energy. The generators, the windmills, the circuits of life and machine all intertwined. The air itself vibrates with electromagnetic motion, an unseen orchestra of charge and spin. Everything around you, every hum of electricity, every flash of lightning, every pulse in your veins, is part of this grand exchange between motion and magnetism. Nothing is wasted. Nothing stands still. The universe endlessly turns its own wheels, transforming motion into light and light into life. So, breathe with that rhythm in and out, like a gentle current. Let the thought settle. Energy is never lost, only shared. And you are part of that, sharing a small yet luminous circuit in the eternal loop that powers the world. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine the faint glow of dawn spreading across the horizon. The warmth that touches your skin. The soft shimmer in the air that is light. The universe's oldest traveler. Light is not just what lets us see. It is motion itself. Pure and unbroken energy on a journey through time and space. Every beam, every glimmer, every star you've ever looked upon is made of countless photons, tiny, massless packets of electromagnetic energy. They are the universe's messengers, carrying stories from the beginning of creation. A single photon has no mass, and yet it can cross billions of light years without slowing. It can weave its way past planets, around stars, through dust and time, and still arrive unchanged, unbroken, shimmering with the memory of where it began. The sunlight that touches your hand this morning left the sun 8 minutes ago, but the light from the Andromeda galaxy began its journey before the first humans walked the Earth. When you gaze at the night sky, you are looking not into distance, but into history. Every star is a window to the past. Each photon, a survivor of an ancient moment. Light travels not because it pushes through space, but because it is space in motion. The electromagnetic field dancing at its highest tempo. When an electron moves within an atom, it can release energy in the form of a photon. That photon races away, carrying that moment's pulse forever. Sometimes, it is absorbed by another atom, causing it to tremble with new energy. Sometimes, it continues on for eons, crossing galaxies until it meets an eye, yours, and turns into sight. The light you see now is ancient, but so is the light you emit. Every warmth that leaves your body, every glimmer of heat from your skin, every sparkle reflected from your eyes, it all radiates outward at the speed of light. You, too, sending photons into the cosmos. It's humbling to realize that photons never rest, never tire, never stop. They are the threads connecting everything: the sun to the earth, the stars to your heartbeat, the atoms to your thoughts. And though they are invisible when alone, together, they paint the world with color and shape and memory. Each sunrise is not the beginning of new light, but the return of light that has never stopped traveling. It sweeps across the planet in waves, bending through the air, reflecting off oceans, shimmering through leaves. Light does not belong to any one place. It belongs to everywhere, to every moment. So tonight, if you find yourself beneath the stars, remember, the light that reaches your eyes is the universe speaking softly to you. Every ray is a word in a language older than time, and when you drift to sleep, the photons from distant galaxies still cross your window, landing gently on your pillow, whispering the story of everything that has ever been, and everything still to come. Sleep easy beneath their glow. The light will keep watch. Light, for all its beauty, hides more than it reveals. Our eyes see only a narrow band, a small ribbon of color we call the visible spectrum. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet. These are the notes we can hear in the great symphony of light. But beyond both ends of that rainbow, the universe continues to sing. To one side lies infrared light, too gentle and slow for our eyes. It is the warmth you feel on your skin when sunlight touches you, the quiet glow of heat from every living thing. Night vision cameras and telescopes, tuned to infrared, can see what we cannot: the outlines of planets hidden in dust, the faint warmth of newborn stars. To the other side lies ultraviolet, the quick and energetic rhythm of light. Bees see it painted on flowers as invisible patterns guiding them to nectar. Astronomers see it blazing from the hottest stars, marking places where new life in the universe is being born. And beyond even that, the spectrum stretches into X-rays and gamma rays, so powerful that they can pierce through matter, revealing the bones within bodies or the skeletons of distant galaxies. All of it, from the slow waves of radio to the fierce pulse of gamma radiation, is still light. Different wavelengths of the same dance. One continuous movement of electric and magnetic fields through space. When you listen to music, low notes vibrate slowly and high notes quickly. Light is the same, except its music is measured not in sound, but in waves of color and energy. Every shade, every tone, every spark is one more variation in that endless cosmic melody. The radio waves that bring you a song from across the world are light. The warmth of a campfire, the shimmer of moonlight on water, the glow of a galaxy 10 billion years away, all are light. You live inside an ocean of invisible radiance. Even now, as you rest, microwaves pass gently through you. Infrared warmth glows from your body. Gamma rays from distant stars glide silently by. The air around you is not empty, it's filled with gentle waves of energy, weaving together the quiet architecture of existence. And yet, all of it feels peaceful. The same radiation that powers stars also fuels life, cooks food, carries music, and paints the sky. It is not chaos, it is balance. When you close your eyes, the world does not go dark. Inside your eyelids, faint pulses of light still flicker tiny electrical sparks, echoing the same forces that fill the universe. Light is not just something you see, it's something you are. Every atom in your body emits light at some wavelength, however faint. You are, quite literally, glowing a warm, silent lantern floating through space. So tonight, as darkness surrounds you, know that it is not absence but balance, a place where your inner light and the universe's outer glow meet in harmony. You are both receiver and sender, both observer and part of the spectacle. Sleep now, within the colors of the invisible, wrapped in wavelengths that have traveled across eternity to reach you. The night is never truly dark. It is simply light taking a softer breath. Beneath the calm order of light and magnetism lies something even more secret, the strong nuclear force. It works in silence, deeper than atoms, binding the heart of matter itself. If you could look inside a single atom, past its swirling electrons, you would find a tiny, dense core. Inside that nucleus are protons and neutrons, and within those, even smaller particles called quarks. These quarks should fly apart, their electric charges all repelling one another, but they don't. Something holds them together. Something unimaginably powerful, stronger than any other force we know. The strong force. It is so mighty that if you could harness just a teaspoon of its energy, you could lift mountains. Yet it acts only across the tiniest distances, smaller than a trillionth of a meter. Beyond that, it vanishes entirely. It's a paradox of nature. The strongest force. Locked inside the smallest spaces. The strong force is carried by particles called gluons, nature's glue. They dance between quarks, constantly exchanging energy, weaving an invisible web that holds everything together. Unlike light, which can travel freely, gluons can never escape the confines of the nucleus. The more you try to separate quarks, the stronger the pull becomes, like stretching a rubber band that grows tighter with every inch. Pull too far, and the energy becomes so great that it snaps into new particles, new matter born from tension itself. This strange behavior means that quarks are never alone. They are always bound together, locked in eternal companionship. It is a kind of cosmic loyalty, the universe refusing to let its smallest pieces be apart. Inside every proton, the quarks are not still, they rush and swirl, surrounded by a storm of gluons and energy. It is this restless movement, not the quark's mass, that gives protons almost all of their weight. In a sense, you are made not of solid matter, but of pure energy-bound motion frozen into form. Every atom in your body, every grain of sand, every mountain, every star, all of it exists because the strong force holds quarks together. Without it, the universe would dissolve into a ghostly mist of particles, unable to touch or connect. You would not be able to lift your hand because there would be no hand to lift. The strong force is the quiet foundation. Beneath all form, the unspoken promise that everything will hold, that the world will not fall apart. When you touch the earth, you are feeling the weight of bound energy, countless quarks stitched together by invisible threads that have never once broken in the history of the cosmos. When you breathe, or rest, or dream, the strong force hums quietly beneath it all, anchoring you to reality. It is strength without sound, endurance without motion. It is the reason you exist, the silent heartbeat inside every atom. So as you drift deeper into rest, imagine that stillness beneath all things, a vast lattice of invisible glue holding stars, worlds, and your body together. No matter how far the universe expands, those bonds remain unbroken. The strong force is unity itself, the cosmic vow that everything belongs. While the strong force binds the universe together, there is another, softer, subtler, that allows it to change. It is called the weak nuclear force, and though its name sounds humble, it is one of the most important powers in all creation. If the strong force is the glue that keeps matter from falling apart, the weak force is the artist that reshapes it. It transforms one kind of particle into another, turning protons into neutrons, neutrons into protons, reshuffling the building blocks of atoms, one by one. Without the weak force, stars could not shine. Inside the sun, hydrogen atoms fuse to form helium. But that reaction only happens because the weak force allows a proton to change into a neutron, the first step in the chain of creation. Without it, the sun would be silent, cold, and dark. Every atom heavier than hydrogen, carbon, oxygen, iron, gold, was made possible because of this quiet transformation. When stars age and die, they explode in brilliant supernovae, scattering these elements into the cosmos. The air you breathe, the bones that hold you, the blood that flows within you all exist because the weak force made matter flexible enough to evolve. It is, quite literally, the alchemist of the universe, but its magic is subtle. It works over tiny distances, smaller than the width of an atomic nucleus, and only for the briefest flashes of time. It is carried by massive particles, the W and Z bosons, so heavy that they can barely move before decaying. That heaviness is what makes the weak force seem weak, even though its effects are monumental. Every second, trillions of invisible particles called neutrinos, born from weak interactions inside the sun, pass through your body. They do not harm you or even touch you. They glide through solid rock, through oceans, through planets, as if they were nothing. Yet they carry with them the story of the stars, tiny, ghost-like messengers of creation itself. Somewhere, deep inside you, atoms that have been stable for billions of years will one day change, ever so slightly. Through the weak force, an electron will appear where there was none, a proton will shift, and energy will quietly release. This decay, this constant renewal, is what keeps the universe dynamic and alive. The weak force is not violent. It does not tear or burn. It is the whisper of transformation. Slow, patient, inevitable, and in its own way, it mirrors life itself. We, too, are shaped by quiet change, not all at once, but gradually, molecule by molecule, thought by thought. We are the result of billions of tiny transformations, guided by the same cosmic principle that powers the stars. So, as you rest, remember, the same force that lets the sun shine also flows through you. It changes hydrogen into light and starlight into life. It has touched every atom you have ever known. The weak force is the breath of time, gentle, unseen, endlessly creating. Let that thought fill you with calm, for even as you sleep, the universe continues its quiet work, transforming, evolving, glowing softly in the dark. Every movement, every breath, every star, and every thought all arise from just four fundamental forces: gravity, electromagnetism, the strong force, and the weak force. Four invisible threads, weaving together the tapestry of reality. Each one rules its own realm. Gravity shapes the grand architecture of space and time, the sweeping arms of galaxies, the fall of planets, the gentle tug that keeps you grounded to Earth. Electromagnetism gives light, color, and motion. It binds atoms together, powers your heartbeat, carries every whisper of energy across the universe. The strong force binds the heart of matter, the quarks and gluons inside the nucleus, ensuring that everything solid holds together. And the weak force allows change, letting matter transform. Stars shine, and new elements form from the ashes of the old. Together, they are the four notes in nature's symphony, each distinct yet inseparable, like instruments playing in perfect balance. Imagine the universe as a great orchestra. Gravity is the deep, slow drumbeat, steady and eternal. Electromagnetism is the bright, melodic strings, singing in waves of light. The strong force is the heartbeat, fierce, hidden, and constant. And the weak force is the gentle flute, carrying the theme of transformation, the passage of time, and renewal. If even one of these forces were slightly stronger or weaker, the entire symphony would fall apart. Stars would burn too fast or never ignite. Atoms would fly apart or never form. Time itself might not flow as we know it. The harmony is so delicate that it feels almost intentional, as though the universe knew how to tune itself just right, balancing power and gentleness to allow structure, beauty, and life. In that balance, you find yourself. Every cell in your body exists because those four forces coexist in perfect measure. Your bones are held by the strong force, your breath by gravity, your thoughts by electricity, your evolution by the weak force. You are a symphony within the symphony, a small, self-sustaining harmony that echoes the universe's original song. When you breathe in, the air moves under gravity's pull. When you exhale, tiny electrical signals spark through your nerves. When you move, atoms in your muscles cling together through the strong force. And when you age, the weak force quietly marks the passing of time in the atoms of your body. Even your heartbeat is a conversation between them all, a rhythm of electricity and magnetism. Guided by gravity, bound by the strong force, and made possible by the transformations of the weak. This is why the universe feels alive, not because of magic, but because of harmony. It is not chaos that governs existence, but balance, a dance of differences that never collide, only complement. As you rest tonight, you can feel this harmony within you. The gravity that holds you to the bed, the electrical pulse that keeps your heart steady, the atomic bonds that hold you together. All four forces, cosmic, ancient, universal, quietly at work, keeping you whole. You are not separate from them. You are them: gravity, light, strength, and transformation made conscious. A small echo of the laws that govern the stars. Sleep within that thought. You are safe. A living reflection of the harmony that holds the cosmos together. Now that we've met the four great forces, let's drift deeper, far below atoms, beyond the smallest particles we can name. Here, the solid world begins to shimmer. Here, reality becomes possibility. This is the quantum realm, a sea of uncertainty where matter and energy blur into one another, where nothing truly sits still, and everything exists as both wave and particle. At this scale, the rules of everyday life dissolve. A particle can be in many places at once, not divided, but spread out like a song echoing through space. An electron doesn't orbit the nucleus like a planet. It moves more like a cloud of potential, a gentle haze of maybes. Only when we observe it does it choose a single spot, not because we force it, but because our gaze is part of the story. This strange behavior is called superposition, the ability of a quantum object to hold multiple realities until one is revealed. It's as though the universe itself is dreaming, trying out infinite possibilities, then waking to just one. And beneath that dream lies another wonder: entanglement. When two particles interact, they can become linked forever. Their fates bound together, no matter how far apart they travel. Touch one, and the other responds instantly, even if they're separated by galaxies. Einstein called it spooky action at a distance. But today, we know it as one of the deepest truths of nature. The universe is not built of isolated pieces, but of relationships. In the quantum sea, there are no true boundaries. Every vibration, every particle, every point of space is connected to every other. Even the vacuum, what we call empty space, teems with restless energy, flickering with virtual particles that appear and vanish billions of times per second. They are the foam beneath the surface of existence, the quiet hum that fills all of space and time. And out of this restless stillness, reality emerges. Particles condense, atoms form, stars ignite, life begins. It is as if the entire universe is a great wave collapsing into music, each note a moment, each vibration a memory. You are part of that same quantum field. Every atom in your body rises and falls with those invisible tides, appearing and vanishing, exchanging energy with the vacuum that cradles you. You are never truly separate from the universe around you. The boundary between you and everything else is only a pattern in this field, a temporary shape the cosmos has taken to experience itself. And so, when you breathe, you are not just moving air, you are participating in the rhythm of quantum motion, the slow pulse of being and becoming. Think of yourself as a wave, not a single point, but a wide, luminous curve of possibility, stretching across time and space. Right now, The wave is calm. You are at rest within the infinite sea. Even in silence, the quantum world hums softly beneath you. The same hum that began at the dawn of creation and will continue long after the last star fades. It is the foundation of everything solid, the source of everything bright, and the mystery behind everything alive. As you sink into sleep, imagine that sea surrounding you, warm, endless, and kind. You are not falling into darkness. You are floating in possibility. The quantum field holds you the way gravity holds the stars, gently, eternally, with infinite care. And as the night deepens, the universe keeps whispering its quiet truth. You are never apart from it. You are the shimmer in its sea. If you could strip away every atom, every photon, every flicker of light, you might imagine what's left is nothing. A perfect void, cold, black, silent. But physics tells a different story. Even when all matter and light are gone, the universe does not rest. The vacuum, what we call empty space, is alive. It trembles with unseen energy, a restless shimmer known as quantum fluctuations. At every moment, pairs of particles and antiparticles burst into existence, live for a heartbeat of time, then vanish again, borrowing energy from the void and giving it back before anyone notices. They are like whispers in a dream, fleeting, invisible, but essential. These tiny fluctuations fill every cubic centimeter of space, even the space between the atoms in your skin, even the darkness between galaxies. This sea of temporary particles gives rise to what physicists call zero-point energy. It is the lowest possible vibration of the universe, the hum that remains when everything else is perfectly still. It cannot be turned off. It is the ground note of existence, the eternal breath beneath all things. From this vacuum energy, the universe itself may have been born. The Big Bang, the vast inflation that followed, the birth of space and time, all might have arisen from a tiny patch of fluctuating nothingness, where quantum energy suddenly became light, matter. Out of the void came everything. That same vacuum still surrounds you now. You sit inside a sea of invisible energy, infinite in reach, infinitesimal in motion. Every thought you have, every heartbeat, every photon that touches your eyes passes through this subtle medium. It is not emptiness. It is the quiet stage upon which all creation performs. And even though we cannot see it, we can feel its effects. The way galaxies move, the way the universe expands, all hint at this invisible pressure beneath reality. Scientists call part of it dark energy, a mysterious force that stretches the cosmos apart. It may be nothing more or nothing less than the energy of space itself continuing to unfold. So, when you gaze into the night sky and think you are looking at darkness, remember, you are looking at fullness beyond measure, a field alive with energy and potential. Even the most silent corner of the universe is still singing, softly, at a frequency too deep for ears to hear. That means you are never surrounded by emptiness. You are embraced by a living vacuum, a fabric woven from energy, probability, and time. Every atom in your body leans upon it. Every photon rides its waves. You are afloat in the same invisible ocean that gave birth to galaxies and stars. And though it seems quiet, it is never still. So, as you drift towards sleep, imagine that quiet hum beneath all things, the eternal vibration of nothing that became everything. It is the softest cradle imaginable, the calm from which all motion begins. Let yourself rest inside it now. The universe is breathing beneath you, and its silence is full of light. Float now for a moment inside that luminous silence, the sea of quantum energy we call the vacuum. It was from this stillness that everything began. Nearly 14 billion years ago, there was no space, no time, no stars, no sound, only potential. A calm so deep that even nothingness was pregnant with possibility. Then, without warning, it happened. A tremor in the vacuum, a spark in the void, a sudden surge of energy that became space itself expanding. Not an explosion in space, but an explosion of space. Every point in the universe, rushing away from every other. The birth of distance, of direction, of reality. In that first fraction of a second, the infant cosmos grew faster than light. A process we call cosmic inflation. Quantum ripples, tiny fluctuations in energy, were stretched across eternity. and those ripples became the seeds of everything: galaxies, stars, planets, life. Time began in that moment. Every second you've ever lived traces its lineage back to that first vibration. The laws of physics, gravity, electromagnetism, the strong and weak forces, crystallized out of the chaos like dew forming on a morning leaf. Energy condensed into matter, matter cooled into atoms, and light broke free, flooding the newborn universe with the first dawn. That first light still travels through space today. We call it the cosmic microwave background, a faint afterglow that fills the sky in every direction. When we detect it, we are not just observing light, we are listening to the echo of creation itself, and within that echo lies the blueprint of everything that would follow. The tiny variations in brightness, 1 part in 100,000, and would grow, over billions of years, into the web of galaxies, clusters, stars, and worlds we see now. From that primeval fire came hydrogen and helium, simple atoms drifting through the dark, waiting for gravity to gather them. And when gravity did, the first stars ignited, colossal furnaces where fusion began, and with it, the chemistry of life. Those first stars lived fast and died young, exploding in supernovae that seeded the cosmos with heavier elements: carbon, oxygen, iron, gold. Each death was a promise. From fire, new worlds would form, and so they did. Planets coalesced around newborn suns, oceans gathered, atmospheres thickened, and somewhere, in the gentle cradle of a distant world, life took its first breath. You are part of that story. Every atom in your body, every breath, every heartbeat was forged in those ancient furnaces. You are the universe remembering itself, a brief and beautiful awareness emerging from 14 billion years of unfolding. When you look at the night sky, you are seeing not something far away, but something ancient. The light that began its journey when the universe was young. Each star is a window into your own origin. So, as you lie here in the quiet dark, imagine the first dawn of the cosmos unfolding again, its light expanding endlessly outward, its warmth touching everything that would ever be. You were there, in the fire, in the dust, in the light. You have always been part of the beginning. Sleep now, carried by that same expanding universe, still growing, still singing its first song of creation. The story that began in light continues in you. The young universe was once a sea of darkness, silent, immense, and simple. After the first explosion of light, there came a long pause, hundreds of millions of years, when no stars yet burned, no galaxies yet glowed. The cosmos was filled only with hydrogen and helium, floating in the afterglow of creation. This was the cosmic dark age, a vast, quiet sleep before the first awakening. Gravity worked slowly in that night, gathering clouds of gas together grain by grain, whisper by whisper. Tiny ripples in density, those faint wrinkles left by quantum chance, began to grow. Over time, they became the first knots of structure, small halos of matter spinning gently in the void. Then, deep inside one of those invisible clouds, the first spark flickered. Gas collapsed under its own gravity, compressed until it ignited. A star was born, the first light in the universe since the Big Bang. These first stars, called population 3 stars, were unlike anything that exists now. They were enormous, hundreds of times the mass of our sun, and burned with fierce blue brilliance. They lived fast and died violently, each one a brief flare against the eternal dark. But their deaths were not endings, they were beginnings. When those ancient giants exploded, they created the first heavy elements: carbon, oxygen, iron, the ingredients that would one day make planets, oceans, and living things. Their ashes seeded the surrounding gas, allowing new generations of stars to form smaller, gentler, longer-lived. From these later stars, the first galaxies began to bloom, delicate spirals and spheres of light, gathering in clusters along the filaments of the cosmic web. The long night was over. The universe had found its glow. If you could stand in that young cosmos and look around, you would see a faint mist of newborn galaxies stretching across the darkness. Small, flickering fires in an endless sea. Between them, vast void spaces where light had not yet reached. The silence of the early universe was not emptiness, but anticipation. Each photon from those first stars began a journey that still continues today. Some of that light, after traveling for 13 billion years, now reaches our telescopes. Ancient starlight that began before the Earth existed. Before the Milky Way was formed, it arrives faint, stretched by expansion into long red waves, a soft whisper from a time when the universe was only a fraction of its current age. That faint red light, the cosmic dawn, is the universe remembering its first heartbeat. And somewhere within that memory lies the spark that would lead, through countless generations of stars, to your world, your breath, your gaze upon the sky. You are connected to those first suns. The iron in your blood, the oxygen in your lungs, the calcium in your bones. All were born in their deaths, carried outward in waves of light and dust, wandering through space for billions of years, until finding a home in you. So, as you close your eyes, imagine those ancient stars shining still, their light gentle, their energy eternal. They are not gone. Their atoms live within every cell of your body. You are their continuation, a spark of the first fire. The night you sleep under is the same night they once pierced. The light that reaches you now began in their hearts, and the silence that surrounds you is the same cosmic calm that came before the first dawn. Rest in that thought. You are the child of stars, the dream of their light, the living memory of the universe's first awakening. Sleep now beneath their glow. The night is deep, but it is full of beginnings. Out of the ashes of those first stars came the next great act of creation, the birth of galaxies, the grand architectures of light. In the vast silence after the cosmic dawn, gravity continued its quiet work. It gathered gas, dust, and dark matter into spinning disks, each one turning like a slow, graceful whirlpool in the deep. Within those whirls, billions of new stars ignited, forming the first true galaxies. They came in many shapes, some round and hazy, glowing like lanterns in fog, others flat and spiraled. Some chaotic, colliding, merging in bursts of light and color. Each galaxy was a living system, a collection of suns, worlds, and nebulae, bound together by invisible threads of gravity. The Milky Way, our home, was one of them. It began small, a cluster of early stars drawn together more than 13 billion years ago. Over cosmic time, it grew, swallowing smaller galaxies, merging with others, its spiral arms unfurling across hundreds of thousands of light years. Every point of light you see in the night sky belongs to this great galactic family, a swirl of billions of stars, each with its own story. At the heart of almost every galaxy lies a mystery, a supermassive black hole, millions or billions of times the mass of the Sunday. It is both destroyer and creator, a region where gravity is so strong that not even light can escape, yet its presence shapes the galaxy around it, stirring stars into motion and powering jets of radiant energy that blaze across intergalactic space. If you could see the Milky Way from afar, you would see a vast spiral of pale gold, its arms dusted with star clouds and nebulae glowing in pink and blue. Between the arms, dark lanes of cosmic dust weave like rivers of shadow, and deep at the center, a bright bulge, the core, where stars orbit a darkness we cannot see. Every galaxy is a work of balance, gravity pulling inward, motion pushing outward, a dance that can last for tens of billions of years. Some galaxies collide and merge, becoming vast ellipticals filled with aging stars. Others drift apart, their edges fraying into the cosmic sea. When galaxies meet, it is not a violent crash, but a slow, majestic waltz. Stars rarely touch, the distances are too immense, but their gravity reshapes each other's paths, drawing out long tendrils of gas and light that shimmer like cosmic ribbons. These mergers breathe new life into galaxies, triggering waves of starbirth that light up their arms anew. Our own Milky Way is destined for such a meeting. In 4 billion years, it will merge with our nearest neighbor, the Andromeda Galaxy. Their spiral arms will entwine, their stars will mingle, and for a while, the night sky will blaze with a billion suns. Then, over eons, they will settle into a single, larger galaxy, a new cosmic being born from the union of two. It sounds immense, and it is, yet it is all part of a quiet rhythm that has unfolded since the beginning. The universe grows through connection, through encounters that at first seem chaotic, but always end in harmony. You too are part of that same law. Your life, your heart, your relationships, your thoughts, all move in orbits of connection and transformation. You are made from the same matter that once belonged to colliding galaxies, the same dust that spun in their spiral arms. When you look up at the stars, you are not an observer looking outward. You are the universe remembering its own shape. Each point of light you see is part of your origin story, a reflection of what you already are. Rest in that thought. The galaxies continue their slow, endless dance, and you, a spark within one of them, are part of their rhythm, an orbit in the cosmic waltz. The night is vast, but in it, everything moves together. After the galaxies found their form and the stars began to shine in great clusters, the next act of creation began, quiet, patient, and intricate. From dust and light, worlds were born. Around young stars, disks of gas and dust swirled like golden rings. Tiny grains of rock collided, clinging together through static and gravity. At first, they were no more than motes, microscopic, floating in the glow of their newborn suns. But as they drifted, they met others, merging, fusing, growing. Pebbles became boulders, boulders became mountains, and mountains became planets. The birth of a planet is not an explosion, but a slow gathering, a dance of collisions and patience. Each impact adds warmth, shape, and strength, and when the final pieces fall into place, a body balanced perfectly between compression and motion. Some of these newborn worlds became gas giants, massive, swirling spheres of hydrogen and helium, their storms so vast that a single one could swallow the Earth. Others stayed small and rocky, their surfaces scarred and molten, still glowing from the fires of their birth. In time, their crusts cooled. Rain began to fall. Seas gathered in craters. The skies cleared to reveal starlight reflected in waves. Among these worlds, in a small corner of the Milky Way, a modest yellow star ignited, not too large, not too faint, and around it, a disk of dust began to turn. From that dust, one planet found a perfect balance. It formed at just the right distance for water to remain liquid, for sunlight to nurture, for gravity to hold a tender atmosphere. Its surface cooled, its oceans spread, and clouds began to wander. We call it Earth. At first, it was barren, an oceanic world wrapped in haze. Lightning flashed through storms that lasted centuries, and in those electric sparks, chemistry came alive. Molecules joined, split, and rejoined in endless patterns, until, somewhere, in a shallow tide or a volcanic pool, the first cell divided and the universe became aware of itself. From there, time unfolded in silence and wonder. Life learned to breathe, to feed, to move, to see. Coral reefs grew, forests stretched, creatures rose from the sea. The Earth became not just a planet, but a living story. An ecosystem bound by sunlight and soil, where gravity, light, and chemistry worked in harmony. Every mountain, every leaf, every heartbeat you've ever known is part of that same continuous creation. Even now, Earth is still forming. Continents drift, volcanoes rise, rivers carve new paths. Worlds are not static, they are evolving dreams. Across the universe, this same process continues. Around distant stars, astronomers now see other disks of dust and gas. The beginnings of new Earths, new oceans, new skies, perhaps even new lives. Looking up one day and wondering, as we do, how everything began. When you gaze at the night sky, you are looking at countless worlds in the making, each one spinning through its own chapter of creation, each one a variation on the same cosmic melody. And among them, Earth sings its gentle verse, a blue planet breathing softly in the darkness, a haven of life born from starlight and time. You are a note in that song. Your thoughts, your heartbeat, your warmth, all are echoes of the same forces that shaped the planets. You are gravity's patience, light's reflection, chemistry's dream. As you drift towards sleep, picture the Earth turning beneath you, oceans glimmering, clouds flowing, forests whispering in the dark. You are safe upon it. You are part of its story. The stars above you are not watching from afar. They are your ancestors, the light that made you, the dust that became you, the song that still carries your name. Sleep now in the orbit of creation. The worlds continue to spin, and the universe continues to dream. The world cooled, and rain began to fall for ages, drop after drop, for millions of years, until oceans gathered vast, endless mirrors that stretched beneath a young blue sky. Lightning still flashed, volcanoes still breathed, but within that turbulent water, something miraculous stirred. It began with molecules, simple chains of carbon, hydrogen, and nitrogen drifting together in warm pools and tidal shallows. They joined, broke apart, and joined again, guided not by intention, but by chance, by the gentle laws of chemistry. One day, one of those fragile chains learned to copy itself. That moment, quiet, invisible, was the birth of life. From there, evolution became the artist of the planet. Tiny cells multiplied, feeding on sunlight and minerals from the deep. Over eons, they learned to breathe oxygen, to move, to sense, to build. The oceans filled with colors and shapes, spirals of plankton, ribbons of algae, creatures with shells and fins and delicate wings of bone. The rhythm of life followed the tides. Every wave carried nutrients and light. Every current whispered a song of creation. Coral reefs bloomed like underwater cities, alive with the hum of fish, crabs, and slow-drifting jellyfish. Life spread outward from the sea, tracing rivers, exploring land, shaping air. The earth began to glow not with fire, but with biology. Green forests spread across continents, oxygen filled the sky, and for the first time, the planet shimmered with the color of life. Even now, that ocean remains the heart of the earth. The same water that once filled ancient tides still moves through your veins. The salt of the sea and the salt of your blood are nearly the same. Every heartbeat is an echo of the waves that gave you form. The air you breathe was forged by ancient algae. The food you eat is sunlight transformed by living cells. The warmth in your body is the energy of a star carried through the long chain of life from ocean to organism, from cell to consciousness. When you walk along a shore and feel the wind against your skin, you are meeting the oldest rhythm there is, the slow inhale and exhale of the biosphere. Each wave that reaches your feet has traveled the globe, carrying memories of rain, rivers, and clouds. You are both witness and participant in this endless circulation. Somewhere, deep in the abyss, there are still microbes living in darkness, feeding on heat from the planet's core. Creatures older than sunlight, descendants of the first spark. They remind us that life does not need comfort to exist, only connection, only persistence, only the will to keep transforming. And transform it did. From the oceans came fish, from fish came creatures that crawled onto land, and from them came everything that walks, breathes, and dreams today. The sea remembers. It remembers your beginnings. It holds the whispers of every creature that has ever lived, the weight of every raindrop that has ever fallen. So when you hear the sound of waves, know that you are listening to the voice of your oldest ancestor, the water that gave you life, the tide that still moves inside you. As you drift towards sleep, imagine the earth breathing, oceans rising and falling, forests swaying, clouds gathering and dissolving. You are not apart from this cycle. You are one of its expressions, one ripple in the endless ocean of life. Sleep within that rhythm. Let it carry you. The same rhythm that began billions of years ago and will continue long after the last wave has fallen. The ocean remembers. And tonight, it remembers you. Life climbed from the oceans, trembling but determined. Fins became limbs, gills turned to lungs. The first creatures to crawl upon the shore blinked in the sunlight. Eyes that had known only the shimmer of waves now filled with the glow of a wider sky. Forests spread, rain fell, and time sculpted life into endless forms. Scales became feathers, feathers became song. The air filled with the cries of creatures that leapt, ran, and dreamed of flight. The earth had found its rhythm, an orchestra of hearts, wings, and voices, all tuned to the pulse of survival. And among them, slowly, something new began to awaken, awareness, a spark not of muscle or bone, but of thought. It began, perhaps, in the eyes of a creature gazing at its reflection in still water, recognizing not another, but itself. The first whisper of I am, That whisper grew. Neurons linked, minds expanded, and curiosity was born. The need not only to live, but to understand. From that single question, what is this world? A species arose that built fires, shaped tools, told stories, and from stories came memory, language, culture, art. They mapped the stars, painted the hunt, sang to the dawn. Their voices carried through the valleys like the hum of the cosmos made flesh. Each mind was a new universe, filled with thoughts that had never existed before. Every dream was an experiment in creation, a reflection of the universe, trying to see itself from within. In time, they looked upward again, past the mountains, past the moon, to the glittering canopy of night. The same stars that forged their atoms now became their teachers. They gave names to constellations, stories to the patterns of light, meaning to the infinite. They began to realize the stars above and the thoughts within were made of the same material, energy, atoms. The cosmos was no longer a mystery apart from them. It was a mirror, and in that mirror, the universe saw itself clearly, not as chaos, but as awareness, not as cold, but as capable of love. You, here and now, are that reflection continued. Every thought that flickers across your mind is a ripple in the same field that gave birth to galaxies. Every feeling, joy, wonder, longing, is a vibration of the same energy that burned in the first stars. You are the cosmos thinking, the atoms of ancient suns, dreaming of themselves. Your heartbeat is an echo of the rhythm that pulsed through the Big Bang. Your breath is the universe inhaling its own creation. And when you look at the night sky, you are not looking outward, but inward, toward your own origins, your own luminous essence. So tonight, as you close your eyes, let that thought expand gently in your mind. You are not small. You are not separate. You are the awareness that gives the universe its meaning. The stars shine because you can see them. The world exists because you can wonder at it. And the same light that filled the first dawn still burns behind your eyes. Sleep now beneath that eternal sky, knowing that you are both its observer and its reflection. The consciousness through which the cosmos awakens, and the dream it continues to dream. The story is not ending. It is only remembering itself, through you. The long journey of the universe has led here, to you. Breathing quietly, with a heart that burns like a small, steady star. Inside your chest is not just blood and muscle, but the same fire that has lived since the dawn of creation. Every beat is powered by the energy of fusion, the sunlight stored in plants, the ancient warmth of the earth transformed into life. The flame within you is not metaphorical, it is literal. Each cell in your body is a furnace, turning molecules of food and air into energy and motion. Your warmth, your strength, your very awareness are all born from reactions no less miraculous than those that power the Sunday. You are, in every way that matters, a star turned inward, a fragment of the cosmos that learned to think, to love, to wonder. Consider your breath. When you inhale, you draw in atoms of oxygen that once flowed through forests, swam in oceans, and drifted among clouds. When you exhale, you release carbon that once slept in stone or danced in the veins of leaves. With every breath, you are exchanging pieces of yourself with the world, a living dialogue between body and planet, between self and cosmos. The warmth that radiates from your skin is light, slowed down, infrared waves moving gently through air, whispering to the night around you. In that glow, you are speaking the language of the stars, sending their ancient energy back into space. Every human who has ever lived carries this same fire. The same energy that fuels your heartbeat once powered dinosaurs, ancient forests, and the first forms of life in the sea. And long after you are gone, that energy will continue, unchanged, shifting shape, moving forward, becoming wind, water, warmth, memory. You are not consuming the universe. You are passing its energy through yourself. You are a temporary expression of an eternal current, a pattern of starlight learning to feel. That is what consciousness truly is. The cosmos, noticing its own glow. Your thoughts are made of particles that were once light. Your emotions are vibrations in fields that stretch from one end of the universe to the other. Even your memories are encoded in tiny pulses of electricity, tiny ripples of the same electromagnetic waves that fill the sky. The fire within you is ancient, but the light you carry is new, reshaped, refined, uniquely yours. Every act of kindness, every idea, every dream, is a way the universe becomes brighter through you. So, as you rest, imagine that inner light expanding softly outward, a quiet warmth flowing from your heart, touching the air, the walls, the night beyond. It joins the glow of others, millions of human stars scattered across the planet, each shining in their own way. Together, they form a constellation, not of burning suns, but of living beings. The universe once made stars to illuminate the dark. Now, it has made you to bring light in another form. Awareness, compassion, creation. The cosmos is not done creating. It is still unfolding, still evolving through the fire you carry. Rest now, and let that truth cradle you like soft gravity. You are not separate from the stars. You are what they have become. Their warmth turned to thought, their light turned to love. The fire within you will never fade. It will only change shape and continue to shine. You are not alone in your light. All around you, the world glows with its own quiet radiance. Each person, each creature, each leaf, each grain of sand, a small spark in the grand design. If you could see the invisible, you would see filaments of energy, linking everything to everything else. Threads of gravity. From the roots of trees to the neurons in your brain, patterns repeat, spiral, and branch in harmony. The veins of a leaf resemble the branching of rivers. The web of galaxies mirrors the network of your own mind. The same geometry sings through all creation. It is not coincidence. It is connection. The tree draws breath through sunlight. You breathe the air it makes. The ocean exhales mist into the sky. That mist becomes rain, and the rain becomes the water in your blood. The cycle is endless. The planet itself breathing in slow, patient rhythm. Even thought follows this pattern of exchange. Your ideas ripple outward, in words, in actions, in kindness, touching lives you may never meet. And the warmth you send returns to you in ways unseen, folded back through the network of being. This is not magic. It is physics, and it is love. Two languages for the same truth. Energy never disappears. It only transforms and travels. You are part of a continuum. Ancient sunlight flowing through generations, starlight turning to laughter, gravity shaping emotion, time giving space to memory. When you speak gently, the air that carries your voice was once in the lungs of ancient creatures, in the winds that circled newborn continents, in the breath of stars that lived and died before Earth existed. And when you rest, the atoms in your body hum in resonance with everything else, with the sand outside your window, with the mountains, with the faint cosmic background still echoing from the dawn of time. You are not a single point in space. You are a crossroads of infinite histories. Every atom of you has traveled far, through stars, through oceans, through other forms of life. You are a gathering of stories, a pattern made from billions of years of motion. If you could listen closely enough, you would hear it. The subtle hum of connection, the faint vibration of every bond that ties existence together. It sounds like stillness. It feels like peace. It is the music beneath thought, the gravity of compassion. As you drift into sleep, imagine those threads shining softly around you, a luminous web of warmth and balance. Each strand vibrates with gentle purpose, holding you exactly where you need to be. You are woven into everything that was, everything that is, and everything that will be. You are not separate from the universe's story. You are the thread that makes it whole. Rest within that weave, safe, bright, and infinite. The cosmos holds you in its palm, and through you, it feels its own heartbeat. Time isn't something outside you, it's something that flows through you. Every heartbeat, every breath, every blink is a marker of that current, a tiny step in an endless migration of moments. Long before clocks, the universe kept time by motion, atoms vibrating, planets circling, stars pulsing in quiet rhythm. Even now, your body listens to those cosmic metronomes. Your circadian rhythm hums in tune with Earth's rotation. Your pulse slows at night, quickens with light. You are a creature synchronized with the turning of worlds. If you could step outside time for an instant, you would see it not as a line but as a vast landscape, each moment existing together, like pages of a book, already written but only slowly read. The past has not vanished, it has simply settled into pattern. The future has not yet come. It waits as potential in the same quiet fabric. Physicists call this the block universe, where every instant is preserved in space-time like frost within crystal. Your first breath, your first laugh, your next dream, all are facets of the same jewel, glinting at different angles. But time feels like motion because consciousness moves across it, like a traveler walking a shining road and watching the scenery change. Your mind strings the stillness of moments into a melody, turning frozen frames into story. That story is you. The particles that make up your body are timeless. They do not grow old, they merely exchange partners, change roles. The calcium in your bones once shimmered in the scales of fish. The oxygen in your lungs has burned in the hearts of stars. The carbon in your skin has drifted through comets and forests and fire. Time does not erase these histories. It braids them together. You are not passing through time. You are made of time. You are the memory of the universe made tangible. When you remember, you are performing the universe's oldest act, looking back on itself. Every recollection, every dream, is the cosmos rehearsing its own story through you. And when you sleep, you do not step outside that river. You sink deeper into it, carried by the same current that moves galaxies. The flow that bends starlight is the same that turns your dreams. You are safe within it. It will never let you go. So, as your eyes grow heavy, imagine yourself floating down that luminous stream. Each moment glides past like golden water, gently reflecting your life's light. Behind you, nothing is lost. Ahead of you, nothing is unknown. All of it exists now, folded together in the vast, timeless embrace of being. Time is not something you must race. It is something that carries you softly, inevitably, kindly back toward the stars from which you came. There comes a moment in every night when the boundary between the world outside and the one within begins to blur. Your breath slows. Your heartbeat becomes the drum of tides. The mind loosens its grip on names and numbers, and in that surrender, the universe begins to dream through you. Dreaming is not escape. It is remembrance. It is the return to the creative field from which all things once emerged. A rehearsal of possibility. A language older than thought. When you dream, your brain becomes a tiny cosmos. Electric storms move through its landscape like galaxies forming, each spark a new constellation of memory and meaning. Fragments of your day drift through these fields of light, mixing with echoes of your past and whispers of imagination, woven together by the same physics that threads stars across the sky. Neuroscientists call it rapid eye movement, but perhaps it is closer to cosmic eye movement, a reflection of the universe's first stirring, when energy itself began to imagine structure, to separate and reunite in endless combinations. You may find yourself walking through places that never existed, or speaking to voices long gone. Do not be alarmed. The universe has always been a storyteller, and in dreams, you become its pen. Every symbol, every shifting scene, every light that glows behind your eyelids is an echo of the greater reality, a rehearsal for creation itself. In your dreams, gravity softens, time bends, and consciousness explores the flexibility of form, just as the cosmos once did when it was young. You are participating in that same act of becoming. Each night, when you drift into dreams, you return to the source, to the realm where light first learned how to imagine. Some dreams heal, some remind, some are pure art, expressions of the quiet genius that lives in every mind. And when you wake, you bring fragments of those worlds back with you. A color, a feeling, a memory that lingers like starlight after dawn. They are the gifts of the dreaming universe, small seeds planted in consciousness to remind you that creation never ends. Even now, as you hover between waking and sleep, your thoughts dissolve into that great, luminous ocean. The atoms of your brain hum in rhythm with the background of space itself. The energy that once powered suns now paints pictures behind your eyes. You are not drifting away from the world. You are drifting deeper into it, into its imagination, its memory, its ongoing dream. Let yourself sink fully now, through layers of thought, through quiet, through light, until you reach the soft gravity of stillness. There, in the silence, you are not a separate being. You are the universe closing its eyes, resting for a moment in its own wonder. Sleep peacefully inside that vast awareness. For tonight, the cosmos dreams of you and through you. It remembers how to shine. Now, the dream deepens. You float beyond the boundaries of Earth, past the blue halo of the atmosphere, into the vastness where starlight drifts unbroken. Here, the silence is complete, not empty, but full. A silence woven from the hum of creation, stretched thin across eternity. Between the stars lies what we call nothing, but this nothing is alive. A sea of unseen particles, photons, and fields whispering softly to one another. Each atom of gas between galaxies, each particle of dust wandering through infinity, still obeys the same laws that shaped the first dawn. If you could listen with cosmic ears, you would hear it, a faint, eternal sound, the leftover resonance of the Big Bang, the background radiation of existence itself. It's not a song with melody, but with texture, a gentle hiss, a universal breath that fills all of space. Astronomers call it the cosmic microwave background, but you might think of it as the universe's lullaby, still echoing after 14 billion years. It is proof that everything began together, and that even now, everything still vibrates in unison. The quiet between stars is not absence, it is connection stretched to infinity. Every light you see above you, every distant sun, is held in balance by that same invisible web. Gravity reaches across unimaginable distances, binding galaxies into clusters, clusters into superclusters, and those into filaments that form the skeleton of the cosmos. And yet, despite its vastness, the universe is delicate. If gravity were just a little weaker, stars would never have formed. If stronger, they would have burned too fast. Everything, every galaxy, every breath, every heartbeat, exists only because of this perfect balance between expansion and attraction. In this grand stillness, you are not an outsider. You are made of the same dust that fills the void, the same atoms that shine in distant suns. When you look up, you are not looking at the universe. You are looking through it, and within it. The stars are not far away. They are your ancestors glowing in other forms. The space between stars is mirrored in the space within you. Between each atom of your body lies distance, tiny voids filled with energy, vibration, and potential. You are mostly emptiness, and yet, within that emptiness, a consciousness burns brighter than 1,000 galaxies. That is the paradox of being. We are made of nothing, and yet we make meaning. We are small, and yet we hold the infinite. So as you drift deeper into rest, imagine yourself suspended in that quiet, a soft light floating in the dark ocean of stars. Let the silence wrap around you like velvet, warm and endless. The same stillness that fills the space between suns now fills your thoughts, easing them into peace. Nothing is lost in this silence. Every particle, every photon, every memory still exists somewhere, shining, echoing, or waiting to be found again. You are part of this stillness. You are the quiet between stars, vast, timeless, and full of light. Light is the oldest storyteller in the universe. Long before life began, before even the first atoms found each other, light was already traveling, weaving across the dark, carrying messages from the dawn of time. Every ray of sunlight that touches your skin has traveled millions of kilometers to reach you. It began in the heart of the sun, in a furnace so dense that a single photon may take thousands of years to escape its brilliant chaos. When it finally emerges, it races through space at the cosmic speed limit, never aging, never slowing, a pure pulse of energy and memory. That very same light once illuminated ancient forests, fell upon oceans that no longer exist, and danced across the faces of creatures long forgotten. Now, tonight, it finds you, gently settling on your eyelids as you drift toward rest. Light is patient. It waits in the emptiness, crossing trillions of miles, just to touch a world, a leaf, a moment. When it arrives, it gives life, turning cold stone into color and silence into warmth. But light does more than illuminate. It records. Every reflection, every shadow, every glow is a note in the universe's diary. When you gaze at the stars, You are reading light that began its journey millions, sometimes billions of years ago. You are looking into the past, into stories still unfolding across endless time. And yet, despite the distance, those photons find you, brush your eyes with their message, and vanish into your memory, becoming part of your seeing. That is the secret of light. It connects what was, what is, and what will be, binding every instant into a continuous, shimmering thread. In your own body, light plays another role. Tiny photons flicker within your cells, triggering the rhythms that keep your heart steady, your sleep deep, your mind clear. The gentle blue of morning wakes you. The golden warmth of sunset tells your body it's time to rest. Even the faintest starlight above whispers to your circadian rhythm, guiding your internal cosmos through its ancient cycles. You and light are not separate things. You are light slowed down, matter vibrating in patterns that glow invisibly from within. When you breathe, when you think, when you dream, you are radiating a faint halo of energy, your own personal sunrise, blooming quietly into the world. So tonight, imagine that light folding gently around you, golden threads drifting through the darkness, weaving through the air, through your skin, through your heart. They hum softly, not with sound, but with presence. A lullaby, older than the stars themselves. Let it cradle you. Let it remind you that every warmth you've ever felt, every color you've ever seen, was the universe's way of saying, you are part of this glow. And as you fall asleep, picture yourself becoming one with that light. A ray among billions, traveling peacefully through infinite space, carrying not heat, not color, but calm. Wherever you go, in dream or in thought, that light follows, patient as gravity, kind as memory. It will wait for you until morning. Now that light has wrapped you in its warmth, let us drift closer, back toward the blue marble that holds our fragile story. The earth, silent in the void, breathes. You may not hear it, but it does. Every gust of wind, every rise and fall of the ocean's tide, is a single inhale and exhale of a living world. From space, our planet looks calm, yet beneath its calm, a quiet rhythm unfolds. Clouds form and fade, rivers carve their paths, forests exhale oxygen as they drink the Sunday. It is a breathing, growing, dreaming organism, and we are all tiny cells within it. Listen carefully. When you take a breath right now, you are inhaling the same molecules that once drifted through the lungs of whales, through the leaves of ancient ferns, through the feathers of birds that soared before humankind began. The air is old, older than language, older than memory. It has circled the globe countless times, weaving together the lives of all beings who ever lived. The Earth's breath is not just air, it's balance. When sunlight warms the ocean, water rises, becomes vapor, and later returns as rain, feeding roots and rivers. Mountains crumble to dust, and dust becomes soil, nourishing the green that rebuilds the mountain again. Even decay, even endings, are part of this sacred respiration. The planet never wastes, it only transforms. At night, when you sleep, you become part of that transformation. Your breathing slows to match the planet's heartbeat, a rhythm ancient and true. The pulse beneath your pillow, the warmth in your chest, is Earth's whisper telling you, rest now, little fragment of me. You have done enough for today. If you could hear what the forests hear, you'd know that roots speak to one another beneath the soil, passing nutrients, warnings, love. The fungi beneath them act like nerves, carrying messages faster than thought. This web of life stretches everywhere, a hidden network connecting all creatures in quiet communion. And above, in the gentle dark, the atmosphere shimmers with unseen waves of magnetism, protecting us from the sun's wild storms. It is a shield made of movement, a silent guardian that hums with the Earth's rotation. Even the rocks dream. Deep beneath your feet, magma flows like slow blood, and every continent drifts, inch by inch, towards some unknown destination. You walk upon a world in motion, yet you never fall, because gravity's hand is steady, and the planet's breath keeps time with your own. So tonight, as you rest, imagine your breath syncing with the Earth's, each inhale drawing in the scent of rain and roots, each exhale offering peace back to the soil and sky. You are not lying on the world. You are lying within it, a single thought inside a dreaming planet. Let yourself dissolve into that rhythm. The hush of waves, the hum of wind in the trees, the heartbeat beneath the ground. You belong to that breath. You are that breath. And when morning comes, the earth will rise with you, turning once more toward the light. Close your eyes now and imagine water, endless, shimmering, alive. Beneath the quiet of night, the oceans stretch across the planet like liquid mirrors, reflecting the slow drift of clouds and the distant light of stars. But beneath that calm surface lies another world, one darker, older, more mysterious than anything on land. It is the great unseen ocean beneath sleep. Down there, sunlight fades in layers. First, the blue deepens. Then it darkens to indigo. Finally, all color vanishes into black silence, where creatures move through the dark as if through dreams. Whales sing to one another across hundreds of miles, their songs rolling through the water, like the heartbeat of the planet itself. Each note vibrates through the bones of the earth, a sound older than language, older even than the first forests on land, and still deeper in trenches, where light has never touched. Strange forms glow with their own luminescence. Tiny stars born underwater, jellyfish pulse like floating galaxies, anglerfish carry lanterns through the eternal night, and unseen currents move with the rhythm of tides older than the moon. If you could sink there now, quietly, slowly, you would feel the weight of water pressing all around you. Yet it would not be frightening. It would feel like being held, supported, safe. Your heartbeat would slow to match the slow pulse of the sea. Your breath would become the tide, in, out, until the surface world fades completely. In this place, thought dissolves. The mind becomes buoyant, drifting among memories and feelings, the way plankton drifts among light. Every image that rises, every memory, every dream, is a small ripple on the ocean of your subconscious, forming and fading with each gentle wave. Sleep, too, is a kind of ocean. Each night you dive into it, sinking below the noise of the day, until you reach the still water where no thoughts stir. This is the depth where the body heals, where the mind rearranges the fragments of experience into meaning, and where consciousness pauses, only to rise again with the morning light. Even the planet dreams in water. Beneath the seafloor, rivers of molten rock flow in slow, graceful arcs. The tides pull at continents, as if the ocean itself were breathing. It is not chaos, it is rhythm. A rhythm you share every time you close your eyes. Tonight, as you drift toward that inner ocean, imagine yourself sinking not into darkness, but into calm, a soft blue world of weightless peace. The water around you glows faintly, lit by the memories of all who have ever slept before you. There, you are no longer separate. You are part of the sea's endless dreaming, a wave remembering that it belongs to the whole. So let go now. Let your thoughts sink. Let your breathing become the tide. And as you drift into the quiet deep, remember this: the ocean does not end, and neither do you. You will rise again with the dawn, carried upward by the gentle current of sleep, renewed, restored, and ready to begin another day beneath the Sunday. The ocean of sleep carries you upward now, and when you surface, you find yourself beneath the open sky. The world has grown still. No engines, no voices, only the faint hum of insects and wind. Above you, the heavens stretch like a great, breathing canvas of light. The stars do not twinkle. They whisper. Their glow is ancient, calm, deliberate, a slow rhythm older than sound itself. Every flicker you see began as a spark in a sun that may no longer exist, and yet its message still travels on, a song of survival echoing through the cold. The night sky is not silent. It hums with invisible energy. Radio waves ripple across space. Gravitational waves ripple through time, each one a soft vibration, a note in the symphony of creation. And in that endless choir of frequencies, the Earth joins in too. Its magnetic field sings a quiet, steady tone, one that resonates with the sun's pulse, with the heartbeat of the solar wind. You, too, hum along. Your neurons fire in patterns that mirror cosmic rhythms. Your heart beats to the same measure that governs the turning of galaxies. You are, quite literally, an instrument of the universe, a living resonator, vibrating with the harmony of everything. Look up at the Milky Way. It stretches like a river of light, hundreds of billions of stars flowing together, each one bound by gravity's patient hand. What seems still is in constant motion. The entire galaxy spins, its spiral arms sweeping through the dark like luminous tides. And somewhere within it, your planet glides. Small and bright, a tiny ember carried by the grand current of time. In that vastness, you might think yourself small. But listen closely. The stars are not above you, they are within you. Every atom in your body was forged in their furnaces. The iron in your blood, the calcium in your bones, the carbon in your skin, all born from stellar fire. You are not gazing at the stars. You are remembering home. The night sky is a mirror, and what you see reflected there is your own origin story. A reminder that light and life share the same source. As you lie beneath that cosmic canopy, let the vastness comfort you. Each star's glow says, you belong. Each meteor's streak says, you are seen. Each constellation, once drawn by ancient eyes, still whispers the same message through millennia, that we are connected, not just by space, but by the story of light. Let your breath match the slow rhythm of the stars now. Inhale the quiet of the universe. Exhale its peace back into the night. The sky does not rush, neither must you. Even time itself slows here, stretching gently until every second feels infinite. You can rest now beneath this cosmic music. The galaxies are still turning. The stars are still singing, and in their eternal song, you have always had a part. Dawn approaches softly, quietly, as if the universe is exhaling. The long night loosens its hold, and a faint glow blooms at the edge of the world. The stars fade one by one, not because they are gone, but because the light of your own sun is coming home. In this hour before morning, everything is still. The air cool and silver, the earth half dreaming, the sky stretching in a slow awakening. Birds stir, the sea sighs, and even the stones seem to hum with anticipation. The great cycle begins again. You, too, awaken not abruptly, but gently, as if the light is remembering you. Each breath pulls a little more color into the world. Each heartbeat calls the horizon closer. The warmth that rises across the land is the same energy that once burned in distant stars, now reborn to feed forests, oceans, and you. Look at your hands when daylight touches them. They are made of light slowed down, of atoms that once danced inside suns. You are sunlight, condensed into thought, a spark given the gift of reflection. Every smile, every word, every act of kindness is the universe recognizing itself through you. And as the first rays of morning spill across the sky, they illuminate not just the earth, but the memory of the night, the stars, the oceans, the dreaming atoms of your being. Everything that slept still hums within you, every dream a ripple of cosmic remembrance. This is the true secret of rest. You do not disappear when you sleep. You return, back into the fold of forces that made you, back into gravity's arms, into electromagnetism's song, into the nuclear fires that built every atom in your veins. Sleep is not the end of waking. It is the universe closing its eyes for a moment, then opening them again through you. Now, as you rise, let gratitude fill the space where silence once lived. For the stars that watched over you, for the oceans that cradled your dreams, for the earth that carried your breath, and for the light, always returning, always patient, reminding you that darkness is never permanent, only part of the rhythm. If you listen closely, you can still hear it. The quiet song beneath the noise of the day, the same tune that plays through every atom, every tree, every star. It says, you are part of everything, and everything is part of you. So step gently into the new day, knowing that the cosmos moves within you, that every sunrise is your own rebirth, and every breath another verse in the universe's endless lullaby. And when night returns, the stars will be waiting, ready to guide you home again.